No.
Our first annual,
Our first annual appearance yeah. But he's joking, by the way.
Yes, I am.
I have the first annual club of boycotters who boycott all first annual events or something like that. Yeah, on Facebook. Look it up. It's quite interesting. I made that picture too. I photoshopped it. I stole it. And then I put all their little signs up. But no, dude, so I was mad about that. And then so the box rips when I'm opening the tent. I mean, it was trash anyway, but the tent, I just said, I'm not going to do that. So then I started packing my stuff up, and I'm running late because I was supposed to meet with Anna. Anna was going to be on a podcast today, and so I'm running late for that. And then I dropped my vape.
What?
Dropped my vape. Wham! Like, it's hard, like, wham. I'm like, really? I'm like, man, pick it up. The glass didn't break.
But what did?
The top of it did, and I won't charge.
The second one now?
Yeah.
The second mouthpiece that you've busted?
Not the mouthpiece, but right under the mouth, the part that slides. So I'm like, damn, man, now it won't charge.
It doesn't charge?
No.
So what are you doing? You're not vaping?
I'm vaping, bro.
Oh, you got your back up.
Vaping, yeah.
You got your back
but still, it's like, damn it. And then I almost sat down. Well, I get out to the dumpster, throw everything away, and I drop all my crap. All my papers are blowing across the damn parking lot. I know, man. And I'm like, what in the hell is going on? And something else happened that made me mad, too. And I almost sat down in my car with the scissors in my back pocket, which would have ripped a hole in my seat.
Damn, man. It sounds like a bad episode of The Office or something, dude.
So I go to Anna's, and where she lives, there's this other lady that lives there. And I'm waiting for Anna, and she comes out. She's like, who are you? And she looked like I don't know, man, like Gollum almost.
Yeah, my precious.
I'm like, well, my name's Corey. I'm waiting for Anna, She's like, I'm like, isn't Anna here? Or is she still at the store?
I don't know. Yeah, my precious. Get out of here.
So I felt like a creepy stalker, because I am kind of halfway stalking Anna's other roommate. So I was like, well, this is no bueno. I'm going to go get some gasolina. And so I go get gas. But anyway, finally I come back, get Anna. We were going to go do a podcast. And I'm like, well, I'm not even touching my computer right now because the way my day has been going right now, I'm going to break something. So let's just stop and let's do it on the phone. So we started trying to do it on the phone, and the phone's freezing, and I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on with that. So I'm like, oh, great. Are we going to be able to do it at UFAM, and what's going on? What's going to happen? And I'm thinking about things that I have no control over.
Right.
And I'm starting to freak out, and then I start driving home, and I noticed a text from Anna's roommate.
Oh, to you or to
her?
Oh.
And to me. So I was like, oh, okay. So that really made my day, and it cheered me up. So
and then she did text you back. All right,
yes.
all right.
So I started thinking like, I could have sat in the car with the scissors, and that would have been bad, but I didn't. And
you would have poked a hole in your pants and maybe your seat, and you just would have looked.
And I got my 5-month coin today.
Yeah.
So I mean, let's start. I started thinking, okay, and work was pretty good little day. I could have been roofing over there, or I don't know, something else.
Yeah.
Something that sucked, and I wasn't doing that. I got home and there was a washer open. I got to start looking at the good things. So I think that the devil knows that Jesus loves me so much that he was like trying to throw some fire at me.
Yeah.
And Jesus was like, you ain't gonna mess with my boy.
Yeah.
Corey knows I love him.
You got to go through me before you get to my people.
Yeah, you can mess with him all you want, is what Jesus said. He's like, go ahead and mess with Corey. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't drinking today. Yeah. You can't mess with him. He's got 217 recovery. I gave it to him. He wanted it. He went and got it. God rewards. How's that go? God rewards.
God helps those who help themselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's, at the end of the day, that's the truth. And
it is.
Colin's not in here, is he? No. Well, he gave us props. I was getting this set up, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to do a podcast. I'm going to do solo. And he's like, well, where's Rob? And I was like, I don't know. And he's like, he was downstairs. I'm like, man, I got so much on my mind right now. I was like, if he comes up here, then it was meant to be, but I was like, I got to just get this out. I got to talk out. I got to get it out now, but he was like, man, I like watching you guys when you do your podcast. And I was like, you do? He's like, yeah. He's like, I watch you guys, and then I like watch like Joe Rogan and stuff like that. And he's like, I watch the people that are supposedly professional radio guys, and He's like, you guys are exactly like that. He's like, you guys are like professional. Like he was like, it was like watching a professional radio show.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome. And you know, it's funny you mentioned podcasts and Joe Rogan and whatnot. I was just sitting in a clubhouse and I was watching the pre-show for the PGA that's coming up this weekend, and it was Rory and Carson podcast. I was like, get the hell out of here. What? Rory McIlroy and Carson Daly do a podcast. And so I was sitting there listening to that and watching that and seeing how they communicate and what they do, what they're going back and forth with. And it was pretty cool to watch it. I was like, oh, wow. All right.
Yeah.
I can relate.
Yeah, I told Colin, I was like, Rob, you know, he'll listen back to him. And like they're crutches, you know. We listened to them when we were taking Country to the hospital or whatever, and you right away. I didn't have to say anything to you, you know. Like it's like I used to air check my staff, and you know I had to tell them they suck or whatever. So I'm really good at telling people they suck.
Yeah,
because there was a lot of people that suck on the radio. You know how I feel about people on the radio, but
yeah, you told me.
But it's right. When I break it down for you, you're like, yep, that is pretty dumb.
Yeah.
But you can hear it in yourself, and you're like, oh man, I said that a lot, or you know, I'm saying that. So I mean, I'm like, okay, Rob gets it, you know.
Yeah, yeah, and it sounds kind of messed up when you're listening to yourself and you're going over it, you know, because I mean, we do the same thing in life. We tend to be really harder on ourselves than anyone else would be. Mm-hmm. But when you're actually recording something and you're going back and listening to it and you're like, holy crap, that's me? That doesn't sound like me. You know, I mean, everybody always says that. That's my voice. That doesn't sound like me. It's like, how the hell do you know what your voice sounds like? You know, it's not like a telephone. But at any rate, yeah, when you go back and listen to it again, I mean, it's really good because, like you said, you can use it to fine-tune certain things that, you know, you need to work on. And maybe some people don't catch on to it. And maybe you have to point it out to them, but yeah, I noticed that.
Yeah, some people I'll tell you a funny story.
Yeah?
Have I told you the bowling ball story?
Oh, man. Wait a minute. Is it a human that's used as a bowling ball?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was when I worked in Benton Harbor, man. The second time when I came back to fix a really crappy radio station there, and dude, it was horrible. I had no idea it was so bad. Like when I got there, I was like, what did I get myself into? It's like, you know, I said to the guy, the general manager, I'm like, would you give the keys to a 12-year-old and tell him to go play radio? I'm like, you guys have this place jacked up. Like, dude, it was miserable. And the air staff sucked. Not one of them had any ambition. They all just, I'm cool. Like, dude, you're in Benton Harbor. It's market nothing. Like, you have no drive. You don't ever want to make it to a major market. Like, dude, that's all I wanted to do. You know, I wanted to entertain people. I wanted to go to like a major market, you know. And I did. Yeah. But like these guys, and like the people refer to them as kids. Oh, they're just kids. No, dude's 36 years old, the same age I was. You know, I was like, no. They're not kids. I don't care. He acts like a kid. He smokes pot all day and likes making much. $10 an hour, $9 an hour, whatever it was he was making. Yeah, that was his life, man. And whatever, man. More power to him. Yeah. But at that time, I was like trying to motivate people, you know. And anyway, this kid comes in, or this kid, here I am calling him a kid, 35-year-old man, I think he was, and he drove me nuts. And he sits down and I start playing his tape or his air check or whatever. It wasn't his tape, but I was playing on the computer, and he's talking about come out to rock and bowl. Play a sound effect of a bowling ball, and I stopped the tape. I was like, don't ever play that again. And he looked at me and was like, oh, what do you mean? I'm like, don't play the sound effect of the bowling ball again. You don't need to. You know, you're trying to tell people about this event. The bowling ball has nothing to do with it. Well, yeah, but it's at a bowling alley. It was rock and bowl. And I'm like, okay, yeah. He's like, I don't know how you were brought up in radio, but for me, it's theater of the mind, man. I'm like, oh, that's great. If you're trying to paint a picture of an MFing, except I said it, bowling ball, you did a good job. If you want to paint a picture of the event, this is how you do it. And this was, you know, it was told by me, you know, by people that were really good in radio and taught me early in my career because I listened. And he said, okay, well, this is what you do. You know, you're going to come out to Rock and Bowl on Thursday. You can pull in. You're going to see the Hummer out front. When you walk in, Kelly's going to be off to the right. You know, that's who you talk to when you first get in there. Maybe she'll give you a special deal, you know, besides the $1.07 bowling. She's pretty hot, too. She'll be wearing her little pink shirt, I'm sure. And, tell her she looks nice. That'll help if you want extra discounts. But if you do like extra discounts, there's going to be drinks at the bar. They're $7, so you can take advantage of that. Hunter will be on lane 8 with his big 16 size shoes. All the big girls like to sit on his lap, so probably have a big girl on his lap. So go up, make fun of him for that, and maybe challenge him to a game, and but have a good time with it. But I was like,
I see where you're going.
I
with
walked
this.
somebody into the place, through the place. That is theater of the mind.
You painted the picture for them so that they knew kind of. Yeah, what they were walking into, and they could kind of visualize it in their head. Okay, if I go to the right, the cute chick with the pink shirt, be there. If I go to lane,
her name's Kelly. Yeah, dude. Like, so then I just looked at him. I was like, so if you play the bowling ball again, I'm gonna be really pissed. I said something similar to that. So I mean, that's what I had to deal with. But I mean, it's like radio. It can be fun, but I have no desire to go back. And like you said, Carson Daly and Rory McIlroy are doing everybody's doing a podcast.
Yeah.
And that's cool, and I can get this out of my system because I miss radio somewhat, but I miss doing something that I was passionate about. And for me, radio, being in radio wouldn't be something I'd be passionate about. Helping people is something I am passionate about. The food drive that we did in Fort Smith, Arkansas, I'm still proud of myself for that. And there's nothing wrong with being proud of yourself for doing stuff, but yeah, we raised enough to feed over 20,000 people, and it's a great story too because the first year we didn't do nothing. Like we maybe raised enough to feed 400 people. I don't even think it was that much, man. We put boxes out in the store and told people on the radio to go put stuff in them, and we played X amount of promos, and it was on the website. We did all the stuff we were supposed to do. Nobody was
even into it. Huh?
That was a big lesson for me too. And then the next year, the other two guys. I mean, it was 4 stations and 3 people, so we were a little overworked, but we had to make do with what we had. And maybe that's part of the I don't delegate stuff very well, is because nope, I'm going to do it because I have to do it.
Right.
And if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. So I'm just going to do it. It's not that big a deal. But the next year, they wanted to, let's not do that. It was a bomb. I'm like, no, we need to do it. We need to do it better because what we did last year didn't work. So, that's when I was like, all right, what can we give people? And the guy at the food bank kept saying, $12.50 feeds family 4. $12.50 feeds family 4. And you can bring out people cleaning their closet all day. He said that's not half the stuff. He said they have to throw away because it's outdated. And
literally or metaphorically?
What do you mean?
Cleaning out their closet
or their cupboards? Just grabbing boxes. Oh, get this corn out of here. Because he's like, we got to throw most of that away, and you can't just feed people corn and beans.
Yeah, right.
He's like, if you give me $12.50, he's like, we get a huge discount when we go and buy, and we buy in bulk, so we can feed a lot more people. So money is what we need. So got with the movie theater, and they were giving us movie tickets that people could use that weekend that Hunger Games is opening. So give us $12.50. We'll give you 2 movie tickets. You can see them that day. The movie theater was cool about it. They just want to put people in there and sell their $800 buckets of
popcorn for $800. Wow,
I don't know,
man,
whatever.
That's a lot of butter, man.
That's what they're up to now. It's been a while.
Yeah, wow.
You know how I feel about going to movies.
Yeah.
I'd rather take a nap here.
Yeah, right. I know, and fall asleep during a movie. I mean,
I fall asleep during that.
Unless it's John Wick.
That's out Friday
May
too.
May 17th. Yep. Oh man, bummer,
after UFAM, we'll have to hit the theater, or
I
maybe Saturday.
Yeah,
during
I might
the day,
have to wait till Saturday because
you'll be home by 8.
Yeah, well, yeah, 8. Anyway, so you say you like helping people, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Well, I need your help. Yeah.
What you need, dog?
Well, I need you to shoot a couple different angles so I can get a better look at myself when I'm swinging a club. I need a little bit of video input so I can watch myself, because I know a lot of golfers do that, and just like doing this and listening to yourself and improving on that. Well, there's certain things that I think if I watched, I'd get a better perspective on what I need to change.
I'll take it in slow-mo too.
Oh yeah, you can do that too, right? Yeah, that'd be good. I need some of that slow-mo action.
Yeah, I definitely can help you with that.
All right, good, man. And the thing of it is, it would have to be in real time. Like, you're going to have to go out sometime with me when I'm playing 9 holes and just...
Like hide in the